mortgage tutoring. It's my job to get you past this Series 7 exam. So I've done the suitability video. I'm doing the whole Series 7 free stuff. I did the SIE A to Z. Now I'm just going to do a little rant on each product. It won't be long. It won't be all encompassing, but it'll give you an idea of each thing. So maybe it can at least not sound dumb when you're talking to people. That's the goal. On my goal, I just know just enough to not sound like a fucking idiot. Number one, common stock. What is it? It's ownership. It's equity. Why do I buy it? I buy it for capital appreciation, income, a hedge against inflation. It's easily transferable. They have voting rights. You can vote. It has a limited liability. The risk is that what you put in. What are the risks? You got market risk, business risk. Market risk is systematic. Business risk is like non-systematic. You can diversify the way. That's like if they have poor earnings or shit like that. Boom. Preferred stock. Number two, preferred stock. It's a class of ownership. It is a type of equity, but it acts more like a bond or more like a fixed income than it does look like common stock. It has a fixed dividend. It doesn't have a maturity date. It is ahead of common in liquidation, and but it is still after all the debt stuff. It's a fixed income. Okay, so now what are the risks? You have inflation risk, which is also known as purchasing power. Interest rate risk and dividends are not guaranteed. Remember that the dividends are not guaranteed, so they're a little more risky than bonds. REITs, real estate investment trusts. Basically, it's like a little package product that owns real estate in it, and the value of it goes up and down based on the real estate properties, okay? They're buying it. They either do equity ones where they're flipping houses or renting it out, or mortgage ones where they're just providing mortgages for homes. Why do I do it? Because you're investing in real estate while still being liquid, okay? It acts like a stock. They distribute 90% of their income. It's non-correlated to the stock market. So it doesn't go with that. Interest rates affected a little bit, and you're looking for income and capital appreciation. What is the risk? The risk that if interest rates move it, it's going to go bad. It could be bad or good. Real estate it hits the shitter. That's bad. Now, the dividends are taxed as ordinary income. There's no qualified dividend. Since they distribute so much of their income and you're getting it pretty much pre-tax, the IRS is not going to give you that lower break that for qualified dividends. You don't get that. Now, there are bonds. There's corporate bonds. Bonds are issued by corporations. It's you, the investor, lending money to the corporation. What does it have? It has a fixed start date and a fixed end date. And you're going to get your money back, hopefully, and they pay you interest over the life of that. Why the hell do I buy it? I buy it for some safety. I buy it for income. I have a fixed maturity date. I'm going to get my money back. And if I do speculative, I can get a lot of income. What is the risk? I have risk of default risk. I have inflation risk, interest rate risk, call risk. So let's make sure we got this. So what are the risks? We have interest rate risk. We have default risk. We have inflation risk. We have call risk. And if it's paying over time, like every 6 months, we have reinvestment risk. Okay, let's say we have a lot of money, rich people, we're going to buy munis. It's the same kind of thing where you're lending money to a municipality, a city, or a state. The advantage is that you're buying it probably for income that is tax-free on the federal level, at least, and maybe the state and local. Remember, I'm not covering everything. I'm doing a really quick rundown of this stuff. So you're looking for income. You're looking for tax-free income. So rich people buy munis, poor people buy corporates, okay? It's usually federally tax-free, and it's pretty safe, but they're not as safe as treasuries. What is a risk? Same as corporates with one extra one. We have default or credit risk. We have interest rate risk. We have inflation risk. We have reinvestment risk. We have call risk, but add in legislative risk. What's legislative risk? Legislative risk is that if they change the tax code, all of a sudden munis don't look that good anymore. Okay, government debt. Okay, so the main three ones, bills, notes, bonds, tips, and strips. Those are the ones, okay? T-bill, remember, the big thing about governments, what do we know? Safety, 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 safety. There's no default risk as far as we care. So T-bills are short-term, 1 year or less. They're issued at a discount. They don't pay a coupon. T-notes and T-bonds, T-notes are 2 to 10 years. They pay over, 2 to 10 years. They pay a coupon every 6 months. You're getting income. T-bonds up to 30 years. Again, coupon every 6 months. You're getting income with safety. Tips, Treasury inflation protection securities. Those you get a coupon every 6 months, but the par value or the amount of money you're getting every 6 months will adjust based on inflation, which is CPI. Then we have strips, long-term zero coupons. Those are basically, you buy it at a deep discount, and say you buy it at 600, and then in 10, 15 years, it grows to 1,000. Okay, why am I buying these things? Okay, well, strips, not so much, but you're buying it for income. You're buying it for safety, liquidity. You have a fixed maturity date. The term bonds are getting regular income, and the tips fight against inflation. Strips, they have no reinvestment risk. You buy them for target-based investing. What are we worried about? Lots of inflation risk because it's so safe. The coupon's very low. We have interest rate risk. We have and lower rates exchange for safety. We're giving up the return in exchange for safety. Agencies, Ginnie Mae, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all that stuff. You're buying it for monthly income. Okay, they're either the Ginnie Mae's are actually backed by the government. They're an agency. The GSEs, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, even Sallie Mae, those are not actually directly backed by the government, but they're implicitly backed, as we found in 2009. They did pay it. I hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, slow my shit down. Why do you buy these things? For monthly income, maybe a little higher coupon than the treasuries will give you because they're not as safe, but you're looking for monthly income. What do you have? You have inflation risk, you have interest rate risk, and you have prepayment risk. Prepayment risk is that the people who laid out the mortgages will pay off their mortgage earlier and you get your money back sooner. The other one is extension risk, that if rates go up and people don't refinance, you're stuck in this lower paying one. Okay, I sort of talked about it before. A zero coupon, it's a long-term zero coupon. Long-term, I guess it could be short-term too if it's a T-bill, but you're buying it at a discount, okay? So a zero coupon, you buy it at like 800, and at the maturity, you get 1,000. You make that $200. So it's not, there's no income there, but it's called target-based investing. You know what you're going to get at the end, hopefully. That's why you buy it. Maybe retirement, college, stuff like that. What do we have? Unless it's a treasury, you have credit risk. Much more volatile. Remember, the long-term low coupon, right? Longer-term bonds move the most, and then low coupon. You can't get much lower than zero, okay? They're very volatile, okay? Now, the other thing is you have, with all zero coupons, you have to accrete it every year, which means you might be paying taxes on that accreted income, known as phantom income, and you're not getting paid till the end. Money markets, short-term securities, 1 year or less. Basically, I'd say 95% of them issued at a discount, just like a zero coupon, but very short term. You know, you got T-bills, CDs, commercial paper, bankers acceptance, repos, stuff like that. Very low rates, but you're kind of parking your money. You're not looking for a return. You're getting safety, liquidity, very little interest rate risk, very little inflation risk because it's so short term. What are the risks? Low return. They basically have the money that you're getting back may move a little bit. Most of it's going to be low return. DPPs, they're limited partnerships, which pass through the income. They have a flow through, a conduit, not a conduit, a flow through of income and losses. Now it sounds crazy to say losses, but that what they really mean are like write-offs, deductions, stuff like that. So you're buying it to make money, but you're also getting deductions, which would lower your income tax. Why do you buy these? For professional management, for tax savings, and you have a limited liability. So the limited partners in this can only lose what they put in, but they want to make money. All the income passes through. Remember that. So if you and I are partners in a partnership and it makes 10 grand, you get 5 grand, I get 5 grand. Then we get like write-offs that we can use to lower what we pay taxes on. That's why we buy that. So before you invest and put somebody in there, you probably should make sure that they can handle the risk and they can benefit from the tax breaks and the tax write-offs. Okay. What's the problem? They're not freaking liquid. They have a lot of liquidity risk. The passive losses that you get can only be used against passive gains. So now, like in capital, when you're trading capital losses, you can use some of it against your ordinary income. Not here. If you lose money on a limited partnership, you can only use it on other passive gains, which is limited partnership and direct investment in real estate. If you make money that way, you can use it. Other than that, it sits there and waits until you have some sort of gain. Okay. You have legislative risk. They may change the laws. And the big one's liquidity. That's the big one. Variable annuities. Variable annuities in general are non-qualified plans where you put money in, it grows tax deferred. Okay, you put money in, after tax, it grows tax deferred. You don't pay any taxes on it. And at the end, you can either annuitize it where you get paid for life, or you can take out a lump sum. but it is non-qualified. So if you do put in 20 grand and it grows to 100 and you take it out, you're going to owe taxes on the 80. Even if you annuitize, which means paid for life, you're going to owe taxes on that. So it's a retirement plan. It grows tax deferred. So why do I buy variable annuities? You do it for tax deferred earnings and growth. You get a guaranteed death benefit. Okay. You get payments for life at some, whether it's small or a lot, but you get paid forever until you die. And if it's a variable annuity, as opposed to a fixed annuity, you can choose what level of risk you want to expect your payments. And you can put as much money as you want or as little as you want since it's non-qualified. What's the problem? Okay. When you get the money, it's always taxed as ordinary income. There's no capital gains rate. You're going to pay the highest rate. There are a lot of costs. The thing with annuities are they're really good for the rep, not as good for the investor. There's a lot of fees. Okay. There's a lot of fees.
Trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", I'm blue eyes, man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, I'm looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man, looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes.
Man, I got all the flavor bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying in the ditch. I'ma kill all you rappers, I'ma aim with precision. They was rocking with your ass till they made a decision. All my friends making millions cause they know I'm my bitch. A lot of entertainers.
I got to figure out how to get into this. Here we go. Okay. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. Let's see. Maybe I hit it, unhit it. Let's see. How do we undo this, baby? Okay, here we go. There we are. Welcome to the live Thursday Night Live, baby. Thursday Night Live. Happy to be here. Okay. I have to figure this shit out. I'm trying all new stuff and it's crazy stuff. Okay. Everyone, welcome to the Thursday night. Couple of things we got to clean up. First of all, it is Thursday. The weekend starting tomorrow. Don't go to work tomorrow. Take the day off. Anyone, string beans, you taking the test tomorrow? Guess what? Get the fuck off my live. You need to go get some sleep. Go watch my last minute video. Get some sleep. Go out and bang this shit out. Remember, you got to go in confident, right? Anyone, hopefully my teeth stay in, right? Because I feel like eventually I'll get this done. Okay, now, IB. So now, Ethan, I think I like it. It's fun stuff. Okay, so now, anyone taking a test tomorrow? Get off and go get some sleep, people. Go get some sleep. Okay, now add on to this. If you're taking it Saturday or later, do not take tests the day before. You should really just be working on adding knowledge, none of that shit. Okay, you need free resources. Obviously here, this is my channel. It's the best one out there. You got Basic Wisdom, Brandon Rith, who writes achievable stuff. You have Susie Susie Rhodes at Past Masters, and Brian Lee over at Test Geek. He has some good stuff. Not a lot of free stuff, but he has a good paid supplement. Facebook, we got a great Facebook group. It's called FINRA and NASAA Exam Prep Network. 5,500 people in it. Super, super active. I mean, every day, 3, 4, 5, 10 posts from people. I'm not even involved. I help out if I need to, but everyone's helping each other out, starting study groups. Boom. Okay. Ryan, that's awesome. You go with Michael Weiss. That's awesome. He's the next one. If I'm expensive, I'm a good tutor. I'm the best one out there, right? But if I'm too expensive for you, go check out Michael Weiss at Series7examtutor.com. He'll help you out. He's good. He has the CFA. He's really good at the 63, 65 stuff. Like, that's his bailiwick. He's good at everything else, but he has the CFA, so he's even better at that shit. Okay. Now, listen, you're getting Royal. I'm going to go backwards, but Royal, you're getting 79s. You're good. Don't worry about what is a magic number 80. It's one question. Do not worry about that. Do not worry about that at all. We're good. Okay. Don't sweat that. Okay. Let me get on to my other thing. Start from the beginning. Ty, I am so happy for you. That is absolutely outstanding. By the way, I took a picture of your passing score. And I tried to do a meme on it, but LinkedIn won't let me throw a video at you. So it is what it is. But we can give you a little love here, right? Because you passed.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, 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 baby. Okay, good. Ty, it is awesome. It is a great feeling to get past that 7. The 7 is a big one, right? The SIE is tough because remember, here's the deal. The SIE is tough because it's your first foray into our world. You're learning new shit. You're learning words that you haven't heard before. Then the 7 is taking that and going deeper dive. And then the 66 is just spinning you around and going, hey, we're going to slap you on the ass a little bit and then try to ask you some questions. Okay. Ethan, tomorrow, make sure you got the ethics down. Watch my quick and dirty. Watch my regulations cheat sheet. Watch my can I sell, the exempt security shit. And make sure you got the ethics and prohibited activity stuff. And then you're good to go and get off the fucking. What are you doing in my live? I love you on here. Get the fuck off. Go get some sleep, my man. Okay. And again, for the 63, SDC is fine. If you want to supplement with Kaplan questions, totally cool. Okay. String beans. I thought you heard me saying it to you, right? Get off my live. You're going to listen to my recap, my quick and dirty. Find my SIE. Anyone taking the SIE soon, find my SIE exam. Remember, at some point, my teeth are going to come flying out because that bridge broke. Let's see what happens. You never know. You could be the ones to get lucky enough. My dentists, both are on vacation. So Monday morning, I have an appointment at 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. with 2 different dentists. We're going to see which one has a better thing for me. Okay. This thing lasted 40 years. Okay. Now, back on this. Okay. Okay. Now, find my crash course. Watch them. At least watch the recap. Good. Get some sleep, string beans, and go and be confident. The biggest thing you do in there is think about doing the superhero pose, stand outside for 5 minutes, hand on hips, like goddamn Superman or Wonder Woman or Supergirl, whatever you want to do, whatever your role. And I just sit there and know I got this. And you're going to be more confident and you're going to go in there. You need to go in there feeling confident because it's the best way to explain it. Because if you don't, every hard question seems like proof you're not ready. Where if you go in there confident, every hard question is like, ooh, I think I can do this. Okay. Moving on. Helena. Guys, welcome to the membership, baby. Welcome to the membership. And Ty, you didn't need to do that, but goddamn you rock, baby. Shibadog, shaking his hips, saying, thank you. Okay. So can you please explain why investors who are concerned about being subject to AMT would be least suitable for an oil and gas TPP? Yes. Do you want me to actually explain it, or are you just asking if I can or not? Okay. Now, here's why. Because AMT, there's 2 things that suck with AMT. Anything with excessive deductions. Okay. So we'll start with this one. You know that if you're subject to AMT, that means it takes away some of your deductions. So one of that is if you buy certain revenue bonds, private activity bonds, certain private activity or taxable bonds might be subject to AMT, okay? Which means you pay taxes on that interest, which just sucks. But remember, DPPs, they pass through gains and losses, and some of them have excessive losses. And what's going to happen is the DPP might take extra losses, or if you're subject to AMT, the IRS may just straight up go, no, those losses are not deductible. So you're taking on the risk without the benefit. So DPPs, if they have excessive deductions or excessive losses, this IRS might take away your deductions or your losses, which then means they got to pay taxes on that shit. So AMT should not do DPPs because there's a lot of losses. Now remember, a loss is a deduction. In accounting world, when they say loss, they mean deduction. When I say loss, you mean deduction. That's what they mean. And the AMT takes some of that away, the more money you make. So moving on from that, revenue bonds that are private activity and in general taxable or just revenue bonds might be subject to AMT. Geo bonds and public purpose bonds will never be subject to AMT, okay? So if you buy a geo bond and you're a billionaire, you will not pay taxes on that interest. If you're a billionaire and you buy a revenue bond, you might have to pay taxes. Or if you buy a DPP, if they have too many deductions, you might have to pay AMT. That's all. Okay. Everyone asks this question a lot, right? Okay. They ask this question all the time. Do I need to the roll numbers? No. Most of the time, if they put a rule number in there, they're going to put a little story next to it, maybe 144 or 147, maybe. But even then, they still give you a damn story. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. You're actually in good shape. They probably will not ask you rule numbers unless they give you a story. And if you really want to have some fun, I have a whole playlist on the G rules, all 1 through 45, where I literally go a little story about each one. It's on, if you look for the MSRB playlist, or I think maybe even in that Municipal Securities Rulemaking Board playlist. And if you're taking the 10, that's a 10 to 10, or any of the 50 exams, that's probably a good one to watch too. But again, I go over the rule numbers and I say multiple times. You don't need to know the number, you just need to know what it means. Okay, TM. Missed it by 12, so you got a 58. Okay. Look, it's fucking tough. Okay. Tommy, welcome in. Welcome in, Tommy, to the replays. Okay, you'll love them. There's hundreds of them. Okay, now, you get to watch them about 2-3 days after, but there's so many in the bank, you'll never get through all of them. It's hard to do this, but why don't you just do a little bit? Start with 20 minutes at a time. Do 20 minutes, set a timer for 20 minutes, and when the 20 minutes is up, take a break. Put it in your calendar. I know it's hard to stay motivated. I understand that. It is absolutely almost impossible to stay on this. By the way, guys, if this tooth flies out, it's going to go dark. I'll try to talk still, but I'm going to sound like Cindy Brady in the Lispy. Okay, now, unless I can talk on my teeth. So really just do a little bit at a time. Maybe just go back. How about this, TM? Just go back and watch. Do the achievable, but maybe watch some of my videos first. Maybe watch 10 minutes of a video and then go move on. Because look, I don't do long videos. So most of my videos are 15 to 20 minutes, right? So even if someone watches half of it, you're only watching 15 minutes. So I think you focus on just taking your time, watching some videos, taking a lot of breaks. Yeah, if you're not motivated, you need to take a lot of breaks. That's the key. Or you know what you do? Type in your calendar a date you want to take it. So if you missed it, put in the calendar like July 20th. Not that you're booking it, but just put in July 20th or whatever date you want to take it. So this way it's sitting there. Maybe put a reminder, a countdown, so every day you see that coming at you. Fear is a good motivator. Okay. SIE, the big thing about this is, remember, it's very definitional. I have a lot of videos. I have a ton of videos on it. The best one to watch when you're done studying is that SIE Quick and Dirty, the masterclass one. It's what you watch right before. I would focus on, make sure that if you're taking the SIE, make sure there's two things that you are absolutely goddamn cold on. You want to be absolutely frozen on what the register rep can and can't do, all the rules, and you want to be locked in on the investment risk. That video I just did. I talk about the risk and reward. The video that was going on before here, that was almost all SIE stuff, which is good. It's all about what the products are good for, bad for, and what risks they have. If you know the risks and what the register rep can and can't do, you have a nice lead into the test. Okay. And don't sweat the math. Really on the SIE, the only thing you have to worry about math is like probably maybe a convertible, definitely stock splits, and maybe current yield. If there's another one in there, it's probably an outlier. Good. I love it. Reading books, watching videos, and and now you can probably start doing questions. See where you are, kiddo. Ryan, you did it at night. Okay, but that's awesome. And 86 is outstanding. On Kaplan, that's outstanding. Go take this damn test. Are you booked? Are you tomorrow? Or you're taking it before our class tomorrow night, or you have one more again? Okay. Piker, when are you taking the test? Okay. Ty, how happy are you that you are done, baby, with that shit? Now you just got one more exam left to do. And the 63 is not that bad compared to the regs on the 63 are easier than the 66 and the 65. And if you go hard at the test, here's the problem with the 63. Let me get back to Ty. He passed the 7. He posted on LinkedIn. It was great. The thing with the 63 is that it's a timing test, okay? The other part is people think it's so easy, they don't study it. So I want you to study for the 63 as hard as you study for the 7. Focus on reading, and then once you're done with the book once or twice, start taking tests every day. This is the one exam that I am take tests till your eyes bleed, okay? If you want to take 2 a day, it's fine, but not more than that. You got to get your timing down. You got to get yourself down to between 50 and 60 minutes per test. That's the deal, okay? You got to get When you take a test, if you don't want to be at a minute, you don't want to be at an hour 20, it's going to be tough. You want to be an hour or less. That's literally how it is. Okay. Okay. That's your job. Okay. Piker. Okay. Let's go through them real quick. Okay. Remember, as I say, I have a lot of rules. Like everything is this except for that. So I go like this. Everything's 3 years. Remember, everything is 2 years readily accessible, right? So everything is 2 years. Everything is 3 years. Everything's held 2 years in the office. Everything's 3 years. What isn't 3 years? Complaints. Write this down. Complaints are 4. Good. Write it down. Also, that thing that I set up, I have it in another room. I should have it up by Tuesday. It's fucking massive and it's fun. 4 years is complaints. 5 years is anything anti-money laundering. Like any kind of record keeping to do with any money laundering, like CTR, SARS, all that shit is 5 years. They're not going to go deep in it. 6 years is big sacks. So write this down. BGSCS. Big sacks. BGSCS. BGSCS. I feel like a cheerleader. BGSCS. Those letters, okay, with loose teeth, you can say those letters. Now, B for blotter, the trade blotter, okay? So remember, big sacks, BG for big and sacks, SCS. These are all 6 years. Santa carries 6 big sacks on his back, okay? Now, B for blotter, trade blotter, baby, okay? G for general ledger, that's all the money going in and out. S, stock records, it's a stock ownership record. C, customer information. And then last one is statements. So those are 6 years. And anything to do with creating the company, anything to do with like creating the company, okay? Oh, you're not, I don't have my overlay on here. Boom. This way I can see what's popping in. Okay, now, anything that's coming, that's for like creating the broker deal, like board minutes or articles of incorporation, that's lifetime plus 3 years. Always remember, everything after it closes is 3 years because that's like the statute of limitations. Okay, hope that helps a little, Piker. Okay. Boom, let's go, baby. Okay. Okay, Scotty. Okay. Well, let's get this practice. Marie, we got this. I know you're very active in the Facebook group, which is great. That's awesome. Okay. 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 Now, I think you're in good shape. Just keep taking your tests. Keep doing the study groups. And remember, anytime you take a test, if you score under a 70 on a section, reread that section. Also, when you're going through in a test, you need to go through all the answers, right? Anyone taking finals now, you got to really be active and accurate and like brutal to yourself. Be positive but brutal. Okay. Constructive, give yourself a compliment, then shit on yourself, and then a compliment, the old compliment sandwich. Look at every question, even the right and wrong. So it's 4 categories. 1, you got it right for the right reason. Good, go on. 2, you got it right because you guessed. That's a wrong number in my book. Write that down. You don't know it. Wrong because you couldn't understand the goddamn convoluted question. I'm not worried about those because you'll get it. And Sean, and the last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know it. That is literally, so the 2 things you have to worry about are the ones you got right because you got lucky, and the ones you got wrong because you didn't know it. You got to review those. Okay, good. Okay. Good. Go have fun with Michael Weiss. Let us know. It's awesome. Good stuff. Okay. Baby, you're going to join the membership when you pass that SIE, baby. You're going to nail it. Okay. I like that. I'm telling you right now, I think everyone's saying that that's the song of summer. Looking for a man in finance. I caught that so early before they went crazy on it. Yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I think it's cool. I like when everyone's doing like a mix to it. Okay. Simon. Okay. Hold on. You can't just blow that off. That's some good shit, right? That's some really good shit there. You got to be happy about that. You got to be super happy about you passing that.
Ching, here come the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love you like that.
Boom, baby. Okay. Congrats. Listen, 57, don't take much of a break. I would take a weekend, take the weekend off, Monday morning, start reading the book. Hopefully you're using SDC. There's a guy who reached out to me today who's taking the 57. Maybe I can hook you guys up and get you guys into a study group together. I think that would not be a dumb thing. Because having somebody to bounce ideas off, he failed it twice before he came to me. I don't think he's meeting with me because the money's not there. That's fine. But I'm going to help him out. He's using STC. Maybe it's not a bad idea that you guys to get together and let's do a little Zoom class together. Okay. Moving on. But congrats again. Ivy, Mary, how we doing? Okay. Mitch.
What?
Just, you're funny.
You mean,
So?
man, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you? I make you laugh? I'm here to fucking amuse you? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I?
There you go, Mitch. I was got to remember how to go back to this. Boom, there we go. Boom, okay. That's, Becky, don't sweat it. Boom, okay. Love that movie. Okay. Hold on. Okay, Pycrest, hold on. Okay, we got a lot of shit here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Royal Princess, take the 7 tomorrow. Hopefully you're not on here anymore. Okay. Okay, toilet paper, get some questions in here. Mitch, I love you too, baby. Okay, now, I take the 7 tomorrow. In one of your videos, you mentioned the vendor's test being overly tough. I think so. You're getting 79s. Royal, go get some sleep. Go watch my crash course videos. Go watch my crash course playlist. Go get off of here. Go do this. You got this. I'm with you. Royal Princess is going to be a Royal Registered Rep. It's going to be RRR. Royal. I want you to change your name to Royal Registered Rep when I see you on Tuesday, baby, because you're going to nail this thing. Okay. Toilet paper. Going to wipe the floor with your shit. Okay, now, don't ask shitty questions. Okay. Mitch, I love you too, baby. Okay. Yeah, I agree. So I have a lot of people. You know, I have Blue Collar Finance. That's my podcast. So all my videos are on audio. Then she can just download them. I had some girl. She's flying out to Dubai. She downloaded a bunch of them. It's going to put her right to sleep. But she wanted to listen. Okay, now. Okay. Connor, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But still, don't go. You don't have to go left unless you have shit to do. What do you have to do on a Thursday night? It's not like you're in college anymore. We're all losers. They all make fun of us now. Okay, now, I have a lot of people that said they watch a podcast, and I showed up. I was like, you know, at the end of the year, they tell you your top podcast. It's sad when I'm in your top 5. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you can do that. Get to 10, and maybe you'll jump on either me. And if I'm too expensive, I have people that'll help you too. I have a couple people that are really solid. Mitch, I'm telling you right away, we're getting a good way. Boom. Okay. Nisha. Okay. Nisha. Okay. Okay. We got this, right? Get the confidence. Okay. Understand, anxiety and excitement have the same chemicals. I don't know what they are, but they are. So if fucking trick yourself, okay? I want you to say, Nisha, I want you to say, I'm going to pass this. So I'm going to move on from you. I want you to say, I passed this. I'm going to pass this exam. I need you to say that. Okay. Amy Carr, baby. That is outstanding. That is outstanding. Let's see if I get you a good one. Let's see. Is this a good one? I don't have the. Nope, that's not the good one, because that's when you don't do well. Here we go. Here we go, Amy. This one's for you.
Like a bullet to your brain. Upside, inside out. Living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down. Living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red. And the skin's the color mocha. She will wear.
Baby Amy. Boom, baby Amy. Listen, if I don't play that moment, monetary mode gets mad at me. Boom. Okay. Max Fisher, we'll work on that, baby. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Mitch, how crazy is that, right? Boom. How crazy is that? Doing so many questions. Past perfect goes over the top. But here's a good thing. If you know your shit, you're ready to take it, which is awesome. Okay. Right. MSRB, baby. They write the rules, those lazy fucks, but they don't enforce it. Who enforces for the MSRB? FINRA, the SEC, and that's for the broker-dealers. If it's for a bank, it's the Federal Reserve or the Comptroller of the Currency, also known as the OCC, baby. Not the Options Clearing Corp, Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Okay. Okay. Toilet paper. Okay. Now, did I miss TM's thing? No, okay, I'll get to it. Can I go over qualified? Okay, so qualified means it's sponsored by a corporation. It also means it has rules. You have so it's sponsored. That's like 401k, pension plans, defined benefit, defined contribution, money purchase plans, 403bs, all this shit. That means it's sponsored by the corporation. Here's a couple rules. Can't discriminate. You give to one employee, you have to give them all that are 21 over and full time. They have a vesting schedule, which means you have to have a schedule where the money they put in for you, you can finally get over time. But your money you put in is always fully vested. Vested means you can take it. So let's say they put money in for you now. They may say, okay, next year, if you leave, you get to transfer out 20% of it. The year after that, 40%. The year after that, 60%. So after 5 years, all the money they put in for you is now yours. My example is this. I worked at Westpac for 9 months. It was not a fit, way too corporate. They had, I think, 12 grand in the account for me. They would give me a small percentage of my salary, right? And so they put it in there, and I left after 9 months. So I leave, and I go, 12 grand. And then I go, uh-oh, I didn't invest it all. They gave me 1,200 because they only vested 10% of it. Okay. There you go, Nisha. There we go. Boom. Yes, I'm going to pass. That's why I get mad at Michael and people go, I need to pass. That's not the same as going to pass. Going to pass means you're going to pass. Need to pass sounds desperate. Okay. So qualified plans, they have a vesting schedule. They have, they usually have some sort of contribution limits. You can't take it out before 59.5 unless you pay a penalty. And you must take it up start taking it up by the time you're 73, unless you're still working. Here's the thing. The qualified money goes in pre-tax. It grows tax deferred. And then you take it out. You pay tax on everything at ordinary income. However, non-qualified could also be, it's not ERISA qualified. You can discriminate. It can be an individual plan like an annuity. Here's the deal. The money goes in after tax. It grows tax deferred. And when you take it out, you only pay tax on the growth. They still have the same 59.5. They may or may not have an RMD depending on the plan. Also, if it's called a non-qualified or deferred comp plan, that money is at risk. So normally when you have a qualified plan, if you work anywhere and you have a qualified 401k, you'll notice that it's not held at your company. It's like at Fidelity or Vanguard or T. Rowe or somewhere else. That's because it has to be at a separate place, a qualified custodian. Non-qualified doesn't have it. It's held in, it stays in the, I'll talk about Sharp and Trainer. I don't worry about the Jensen ratio. Okay, now, the Jensen ratio is not, the Trainer ratio barely gets tested. The Sharp ratio will do. We'll talk about it a little bit. Now, Trainer scares the shit out of people. So qualified is sponsored by a corporation, pre-tax, gross tax deferred, pay tax on everything. Non-qualified, most likely not sponsored by a corporation. Money goes in after tax, grows tax deferred. Remember, they both go tax deferred, but the difference is on the non-qualified, you only pay tax on the growth when you take it out because you already paid tax on the stuff in the beginning. Hope that helps. That's an high overview. Okay. Let's see. When I'm done reading, Ken, should I do videos? Okay, yeah. Sean, do videos. Oh, you're locked into end of August. That's fine. So you should use this. You should spend for. I can't speak because of my goddamn tooth. It's gonna pop out into the camera at some point. And then I'm gonna look like then I'll just change the thing to Alabama boy. Okay, so nothing wrong with Alabama. I'm just saying, or Louisiana. Yeah, fuck Louisiana. My son went to Ole Miss. We always hated the LSU people. No offense, but they fought a lot. So if you're locked, yeah, do videos and read and videos. Read it until like the first week of August. Then start peppering in questions. Because if you keep doing videos and reading, I felt it. Thank you, Mitch. Oh, if you do the voodoo that you do so well, if you do videos and read until then, I think you're going to know this shit so well that you're going to be ready to die to take this damn thing. Okay. Yeah. Piker. Okay. Here's what I said. This is funny, right? I get the nervousness, but how the fuck high do you want to go, Piker? What, hundreds is not a thing, especially very rarely in Kaplan we get hundreds, unless you're memorizing. You're going to, Piker, go book the goddamn test. So I hope you're going to take it before Tuesday. I want you coming on Tuesday saying, I passed the test yesterday. That's your goal. Take this fucking test, Piker. You're ready. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot. Okay. Yeah. Not a lot of math on the 6. Okay. Okay. I have a crash course video. I have a whole playlist called the SIE exam playlist, a crash course. I have the videos that for the register rep and the investment risk in that playlist. So really, yes, Cameron, yes. Cameron, yes. SEC is great. Okay. There you go. Now, so yeah, if you go to the crash course, it's investment risks and what the register rep can and can't do. I have a lot of those videos in my crash course playlist. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I agree, Mitch. They're gonna nail it. Okay. Oh, got it. Wasn't that late? Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Got it. Tomorrow morning. That's right. He's an early riser. I forgot Michael's an early riser. That's why he doesn't watch my lives. Although I probably annoy him. But yeah, it's I agree. He's an early riser, so that's good for him. I don't. If somebody tries to want me to, I have one girl who wants me to meet her 8 in the morning or 6 p.m. and I'm like, it's 6 p.m. I'm not teaching 8 in the morning. I'm up, but I'm not teaching that early in the morning. Okay. I like Notman. Okay. Yeah. No. String Cheese TV. That's an incredible name. Yeah, I like Notman. Reality. Look, you're not going to go wrong. If you have Achievable, I love for the SIE, but if you have Achievable, STC, Cap, and Notman, even Past Perfect, you're not going to go wrong with those names. You really are. Okay. Kim Ben Hudson. How are you? Boom. Okay. Hold on. Now, Connor, I don't know if you're still on here, but if you are, Jacob, I saw that. I snoozed it tomorrow morning. I can't answer all those questions on there, but I will absolutely look at that later today. I promise you. Hey, Connor.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Yeah, Jacob, I did see your email. I'm happy to get to. Yeah, I thought I remember everything in there was okay. I just got to answer. I didn't have a chance to look at it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. So a transfer. So if you have an IRA or a 401k, or let's say an IRA, and it's at JP Morgan, and you want to move it to Schwab, just do a trustee to trustee transfer and roll it over, and not transfer it over. It's all good. Okay. It's boom. It's just you can do that as many times as you want. A rollover is like changing, like from a 401k to an IRA, or an IRA to a IRA to a Roth or something like that. That's once a year. That's once a year. And if you take the money out, if you can do a trustee to trustee rollover too, where you never touch the money. The risky part is if you touch the money, if you take it out, you have to put it back in within 60 days. But here's the shit. They usually hold back 10 to 20% to pay to the IRS. So what happens is if you have $100 grand, if you have $100 grand in there and you withdraw it to go put it at JP Morgan and another firm, you're only going to get like 80 grand. And then you got to put 100 into the new account so that you don't get charged a penalty because that money's been sent to the IRS. So you're much better off just having it flip right over. So again, a transfer is moving it from one broker dealer to a broker dealer. A rollover is actually changing the strategy, like IRA to a Roth or a 401k to an IRA, something like that. Pokey Beast, let's go. Let's go, baby. You know how I feel about you? I really feel about you. I'm really happy.
Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Boom, baby, boom. Okay. Pokey Beast, you're going to nail this thing. You're going to freaking nail it. Sean, I appreciate you. Okay. Jacob, I said I read your email. I didn't get to it yet. That's all. I will try to look at it. I will shoot you an email back. I promise. Okay. I did look at it. I didn't read the whole thing. That's all I said. Okay. But you can get I know, but you can get the 65 on your own. Okay. I try to keep everyone laughing a little bit. Okay. Whoa, George. Boom, baby. I love it. Did we know this already? Okay. I will look. I did see it. What I said was I snoozed it till tomorrow morning, but I'll try to get to it tonight when I'm done. That is outstanding, George.
boom, 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 boom.
Boom, George. That is outstanding. I love it. Okay. Boom. I love it. Boom, boom, boom. Hokey beast. Okay. Don't worry about it, Mitch. Keep talking. Just keep talking to me. Okay. Okay. Sissy. Okay. Okay. So the investment company math. No, that's next. I have a new video coming out. It's just with my teeth. I can't fucking record it because I don't want to be spitting on people. I'm lucky I'm doing these things. Okay. Don't find my Mathapalooza video. That's a lot of the math. That's a lot of the math. What do you have to do? So let's see. So if you're doing series NAV stuff, right? So look, we know that to get the NAV sales charge, you take the NAV, you take the POP, subtract it from the NAV, and whatever that number is divided by the POP. It's hard, right? Okay. So because remember, the NAV, the sales charge is a percentage of the POP. So you want to make sure that you're not doing it out of the NAV. So again, if you have an NAV of 10 and a POP of 12, that would be too much. I'm just saying it's too much, but let's say it's 11. An NAV of 10, even that's probably too much, and a POP of 11. NAV of 10, POP of 11. That means you have a $1 sales charge. So what do? To figure it out, you go $1 divided by 12, because that's the POP. I'm thinking I'm going to be too high. So it's a bad choice. But 1 divided by 12 is it's actually within it. So it's 8.3%. So I'm good. So again, you always remember the hardest part is the sales charge divided by the POP. But here, listen, sissy, you're going to get one question on it. Maybe one, maybe you're not even going to get two. You're not going to get one at most, even anything. Find my Mathapalooza video and watch that one. That one's going to be a game changer for you. That'll help you a lot, because I literally do an hour and a half of just math problems over and over and over and over again. So as my new theory is, I used to think just practice to get it right. That's fine. But the experts, you practice it till you can't get it wrong. That's the goal, baby. That's the goal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Becky, I saw that. That's Becky. Just do what you can. Listen, here's the thing. That study in the morning is mostly for people who can't study during the day. If you can study in the day, then you're fine. I just don't want people studying at night. So here's my big thing. Studying when it's dark out is bad. And now the days are longer, which makes it harder. But makes it harder. It makes it you can go later. But really, if it's dinner time and you're studying, that's too late. So like if you're working all day and you have to study, do the morning. But if you can study in the afternoon, anything before like 4 or 5, do that, baby. That's fine. Focus on reading. Becky, we're going to get this, right? You're going to nail this thing. Don't worry about this. We got this shit. Okay. Connor, hope you got to see my little tribute to you, baby. Okay. Let's see. Max, you're up next. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Hey, me. Hopefully you'll pass sooner than that and not worry about it, okay? Good. I like that. You know what I did was I made them all over the place. So I think if you can look for seasons, I think I made season 1 SIE, season 2 series 7, season 3 is a 65, 66, and then series 4 on the podcast, Blue Collar Finance, check it out, was all the random shit and the lives. Okay. By the way, this is what I love to do. See if it works. Hey, Google, play the latest episode of Blue Collar Finance. See if anyone's listening. Tell me if your Google player starts to do it. Hey, Alexa, play the latest issue of Blue Collar Finance. Okay. Now, Michael LaRosa, baby. Michael LaRosa, my partner in crime, running that. It's Ken and 2 mics running that NASAA prep group. He's helping me out. He's moderating great. We just got to get him past the 7. He failed the 7 a few times and then beat the 66 first shot, which is almost unheard of. That's why I wanted him to take the 24 before. But now we're not doubting ourselves. We're taking the 7. Okay. Now here's the thing. So Max, you must be talking about either the 20. So Jacob, if you're listening, and anyone taking the 57. So Simon, listen up. Okay. Trade reporting. If you're doing a trade over the counter, it's ORF. Over the counter reporting facility. You have 10 seconds to report. It's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you do it during that time, you have 10 seconds. If it's after 8 p.m. all the way till the next day, you have until 8:15 the next morning to report it between 8 and 8:15. That's ORF, okay? TRF is for NASDAQ, okay? And third market. TRF is for NASDAQ and third market. So the same thing. 10 seconds to report. It's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anything after 8 p.m. has to be reported between 8 a.m. and 8:15 the next day. usually with an as of or something on it. Okay, now, and if you do a trade outside the regular hours, you have to put a .t on it. Remember that. Okay, this is more, again, this is much more about Furious 57 and 24. I don't think this will be on the 7. So Max, if you're not taking that, you can just go, Ken, why did I even ask? Okay, now. Okay. Sissy, it's a 65 glossary. It's the same stuff. It's just it says, I'll try to find it, but I think it's an 8-hour video. It might say 65, 66 on it, because I should have just said glossary in general. Okay. And then ADF is just alternative display facility. It's not a reporting function. It just displays shit it just displays ECNs that don't pay to be quoted on NASDAQ. And then Trace is for corporates and treasury bonds. That's open 8 to 6:30, and you have 15 minutes to report. And then if it's a muni bond, they use RTRS, real-time reporting system, same rules. Hope that helps a little bit, Max. ORF over the counter, TRF NASDAQ. ADF is not really reporting. Trace is for corporates and treasuries. RTRS is for munis. Okay. Nishog, I'm going to pass. Damn right you are. Of course I have a quick and dirty. Go look in on the 7, go find my Series 7 exam crash course. I have a quick and dirty, and I have a gorilla style, baby. I think I might have changed the name, but it's all in there. I have a gorilla style and the quick and dirty. I'll know when you watch it. When you watch it, boom, okay. Okay. Don't worry about it, Eddie. When you're done, you'll go back and take quizzes. You'll get it back. Don't worry about that. Look at there, Mitch answering my questions, which is awesome. Okay. Listen, GQ, don't sweat this shit. It's not a big deal. Because you know how we feel. You know how we feel about failing? It's not that big a deal.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Right, baby? No fail. You don't fail till you goddamn quit, baby. GQ the DJ. Don't worry about it. You're going to nail it. We're going to nail it. Boom. You're going to nail this shit. Okay. Right. Okay. Up to Allie Young. Okay. Allie the Young. Sounds like Allie the Younger. Okay. Look at night. Okay. Now, so Isaac, I'll ask you Scroggins. I'll get to you. Now, oh, Mitch, I get it. You sell for paychecks. I got a friend, Ryan. No, Kenny Bronco works for Paychecks down in Jersey. Okay, now, so Sharpe ratio is really telling you it's expected return over the risk-free minus the risk-free rate over standard deviation. So it's literally saying, am I getting enough reward for the risk I'm taking? That's all it is, okay? It's, am I getting enough reward for the risk I'm taking? They're either going to ask you the formula or ask you what it means. And it's risk, it's portfolio benefit versus portfolio risk. The trainer ratio is the same thing, but it's over beta, and it kind of does the same thing. It's a risk. It kind of determines your risk against the volatility of the stock, against the beta volatility. I don't know what the Jensen does. If anything, it's just you just have to recognize it. Most 90% of the time, it's a Sharpe thing, not the trainer ratio won't be the one that you see the most time. It'll most likely be the Sharpe ratio. Hope that helped you still on here, Allie. Hope it helps. But yeah, Sharpe ratio is always portfolio benefit versus portfolio risk, or what the reward versus risk. Okay. And it's return, expected return minus the risk-free rate, which is T-bills, divided by standard deviation. And the trainer is the same thing, but divided by beta. Like when you look them up, they're very similar. Okay. Okay. Read. You read it, start taking quizzes. As you get read, either if you do under a 70 on a topic, either reread or watch video because you don't understand it, right? Does that make sense? So if you do a quiz, do chapter quizzes at first. Don't do big finals yet. Anything under a 70 on, reread or watch a video. And then when you're doing well, start doing finals. And then anything under a 75, reread or watch a video. That's your goal, baby. Just keep adding knowledge. Okay. Cameron, yes, STC is very good for studying. They're good for all the exams. If you're taking anything out of the normal, like a principal exam or the Series 57 or the 3, STC is the only way to go. Look, if you do the SIE, the 6, the 7, the 63, the 65, 66, achievable, STC, Kaplan, Notman, all good. Okay. But once you get outside to the principal exams and the 57 and all that, you want to go STC every time. Okay. I do the do. Okay. Any advice on how to not fucking starting it? Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but you can get a job to snorkel, but yeah, the C corps are fucking expensive, right? I mean, I don't know if you're doing and how to not. Do you mean not fuck up starting a C corp? Unless you know you're gonna get a lot of money, I would not know C corp. Right? Why? Because a C corp is expensive. It's time consuming. Yes, if you're gonna raise a lot of money, it's the way to go. But you don't like the STC Q Bank. It was because Rebbe took it a million times. Then go get. I always say again for the 7 and stuff. Go get the Cap and Q Bank as a supplement. That's always good. I don't know what you mean by that, Curtis, but I assume that you mean you don't want to start a C corp. Yeah, you want to do probably if you're in the city, New York City, you want to do an S corp because there's less disclosures. If not, do an LLC. It's the best way to do it. You get the protections. Okay. Yeah, max 4 or 5 max. That's it. No more than that. Very straightforward. Okay. How old were they when I passed it the first time? 19. I think it was 19. I got out of college early. I finished quick. Yeah, I started a hedge fund. I think I was 1980. No, I guess it was 20. Yeah, I guess I was 20 years old. I just turned 20, I think. I think I took it like my birthday's in September. I think I took it in like October. I don't remember when I took it. Yeah. And then it expired because I went to the stock exchange after. Yeah, Ryan, it's tough for him. It's better for him, tougher for you. I get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you're not okay. Change anything up, okay? Always change stuff up. Keep using achievable to learn, but yeah, get the Cap and Q Bank because it just changes every time. It does suck when you miss like that. I'm not saying it's not good, okay? But the thing is, I found out sometimes the second exam is harder than the first. Like it tends to be a lot harder. It's unfair. It sucks, but you're gonna nail it next time. So what you need to do is now that you missed, go back and just focus on reading if you have time. Okay. Yeah. So listen, take a couple of days off, Burby. Take the weekend off. Don't do anything through the weekend. Just get drunk, get laid, whatever you want. Go have a good time. Okay. Just don't even think about the test. Then Monday, just start reading. Just whatever book you have, just read it cover to cover. Don't even do quizzes, notes, anything. Anytime. But if you read and go, oh my God, I saw a question on that, mark it down. And just take notes on stuff you don't get and bring them up here or bring them up to a group you have. That's your best bet. You really should spend the first week or two just reading the book, nothing else. But don't sweat it, Furby. It's not a big deal. And I only played it already, but we're going to do it again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Right? That's it. We got to make sure that we're on it, that we don't ever give up. Okay? Third time's a charm, baby. Third time is the fucking charm. Okay. Yeah, Jacob, I will get to that. I'll look at it tonight. Okay. To snorkel, not a whole lot when I started. It was a late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, that's fine. So, Furby, go get the Kaplan Q Bank to supplement your stuff. It'll help. Don't sweat it. Look, here's the thing. Some people are good at their job and bad at taking tests. The wording gets people. It doesn't mean anything. I have people who failed the exam 2, 3, maybe 3 times. When they came to me passed, they were rock stars at work, so it doesn't mean anything. Okay. Okay, Ryan, go get some sleep, baby. I'll talk to you on Tuesday or Friday night when you pass. Okay. Now. Okay, so let's talk about this. So there's really only one prospectus, and that's for anything that's registered with the SEC, right? Now there are other things we can talk about. So there's a prospectus, and that has a time frame, right? So you have to give it to them by completion of the trade, which is settlement or delivery of the confirmation, okay? How many days do you have to give it to them that way? Well, if it's an over-the-counter IPO for the first 90 days, you have to give it to them by completion of the trade. If it's an over-the-counter additional offering for 40 days, you have to give it to them by the completion of the trade. If it's a stock exchange IPO for 25 days after the effective date, you have to give it to them by completion of the trade. And if it's a stock exchange follow-on, no prospectus required. Now, if it's a private placement, they do a PPM or an offering memorandum offering memorandum, yeah, or private placement memorandum. That just has to be done. I don't even know the time frame. Don't worry about it. Usually, probably before confirmation of the trade. It's exempt. If it's a Reg A, you might have to do an offering circular if it's big enough. An offering circular, again, is just disclosures, and it's like a mini IPO kind of thing. So it's a the offering circular is a lot smaller than a prospectus. Usually this shit has to be done by completion of the trade. I've never seen a question on how soon an offering circular or PPM has to be delivered, but I assume it by completion of the trade at worst. Okay. There's an official statement, which is what for munis, right? So that has to be delivered by, that's a good question. I think same thing. You can look that up by completion of the trade. Anyone who buys it has to get it. Hope that helps. That's the other thing. So remember, with the official statements, is MSRB can't regulate the issuers. They can't require an official statement. So the rule is, if one is issued, then you have to give it to everyone who buys it. Okay. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Okay. Listen, I still think, I know you read the book twice. Just read it one more time. I promise it'll help. I know you don't want to do that. It helps. Okay. 66 is just different than the 7. Okay. Boom. Hey, Pokemon, Pokebeast, you're going to nail it. Not just a Pokemon, Pokebeast. Okay. Yes. No, two different things. So the proceeds transaction is, I say, hey, take my Disney, sell my Disney, and as you sell my Disney, buy Microsoft and use the money from selling the Disney. So it's really two transactions, but yes, we treat it as one. You can charge a transaction you can charge a commission on both sides, but it can't be more than 5% of one side. I always forget which side, but it has to be treated as one for how much it is. A net basis trade is not the same. A net basis is like a risk as principal trade. You give me an order to buy stock at 40. Let's say you give me an order to buy stock. I buy it in the market at 40. That's a trade. I then turn around and sell it to it like 41, which is a $1 markup or my profit. I don't disclose that to you. So that's a second trade. So that's not the same. A proceed is I give the broker dealer an order to sell a stock and use that money to buy stock as we go along. A net basis is I give a customer an order. I give a market maker an order. They buy it in the market and then turn around and sell it to me with a markup, which they don't disclose because it's really just a profit. Two different things, two wildly different things. I think I have a video on risk as principal versus net basis. Yeah, Michael's a man. He did that shit on his own, baby. Okay. Okay, I think if you look, I have it on YouTube. If you look at my finance, it's on my, I know it's on the blue collar somewhere. It's probably in the 65, 66 ranking stuff. So look up there. But if not, it's in my playlist called my finance terms playlist. It's an 8 and hour one. Yeah. Why? Yes, I have a quick and dirty, Eddie. I do for that. Okay. And a gorilla style, which is going to be good. Okay. Yeah, I know. I get it. You feel like you're forgetting the first half, but it's going to come back once you start doing quizzes and reviewing stuff you don't know. Remember, once you finish it, you're going to start doing chapter. You're going to do Isaac. Stay on, baby. You're going to do finals, and then whatever your work week on, you're going to go back and reread. Isaac, if you're still here, baby. Hope you're still here.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
I'm on the series 3 now. Okay. Yeah, I only have 2. I haven't done more than that. I'm working on it. Okay. I know I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do another series 3 video on the math, but listen to me. Hopefully you're using STC for this. Get the math down and don't blow off the regs because it's 2 tests. I'm hoping to have a series 3 video out with the hedging and stuff within a couple weeks, maybe by the end of the month, hopefully. As soon as I get this done, I'm going to go nuts with my teeth stuff. That I got to talk. I can find talking. I'm like being so careful not to use the 6th letter of the alphabet or the alphabet that looks like this because that will knock my teeth out. Yeah, I only have the 2. I'll do more. Use STC. Don't sleep on the regs. That's where people get hurt. They get the math down and then do the regs. Okay. Yeah, you can get one. Here's the thing. You have the 7. It doesn't. If you have the 7, it will help to get the 66. It really will. If you have the 7, you can get hired on the sponsor for the 66. But hell, you can sponsor yourself for the 66, so you can just take that on your own. And it's not that it's harder, it's just different. Like Michael failed the 7 but passed the 66. It's crazy. It's just a lot of rules and regs and stuff. A little deeper. Okay. I don't remember. It wasn't much. Trust me, I was starting out. I was like 30 grand. I mean, it was 1988 or 89. It was like right after the 87 crash. So boom. It was NFL film. That's kind of nuts. So it wasn't a lot. I was making shit. I made more money when I went to the stock exchange. Okay. Ryan, hopefully get some sleep. No, you didn't get lucky. You're going to be fine. You passed it for a reason. Don't worry about that. Okay. Yes, SF, we talked about that. Boom. Yeah. Okay. I'll try to get another one out there soon. Hopefully not taking it next week. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That is crazy, NFL. I'm telling you right now, that is goddamn crazy, but you passed. So you deserve a song. Don't you think you deserve a song? I think you deserve a song. I don't know if this is a good one or not. I hope it's a good one. Boom, Claudia, NFL, congrats. Okay, Claudia, the only one I have is if you go to the options one, you can just do, right? I mean, that's it. But I have an MSRB playlist, which will go through all the G rules. I don't have a specific 9-10 one, but I think I should call it for the 10. Okay. Yeah, so you go through that first and then start going there. Other than that, you're better off using the vendors one. The vendors have some good ones. It's depending if you have STC or Notman, you have good. I don't think Notman does it, but STC has some okay videos. A little boring, but they're going to help you. Again, like I said, if you're using a principal exam, you want to do STC. They're better than Kaplan on that. Their things are closer. Okay. Okay, Lizette. First of all, it's not a big deal, right? We know we're good. You're going to go be animal. You take the weekend off, right? First you take the weekend off. And remember, you never give up. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Sorry, there we go. Okay, now, I'm not going to make you suffer through that whole 20 seconds of song. Take the weekend off, and then Monday start reading the book. I know you don't want to do that. Just read the book cover to cover. Don't take notes. Don't do quizzes. Just read. If you didn't understand this stuff, go get Achievable. You'll like them. If not, go get STC or Kaplan. Just if you have STC already, just buy the Kaplan Q Bank. It's like $60, right? If you don't like the whole program at all, go get Achievable. They're pretty solid. I have links for that shit, but I don't care if you use them or not. But I promise you, focus on reading first. Get yourself up. Join the Facebook group. That group that we have, the FINRA and NASAA Exam Prep Network. That one has like 5,500 people in it. There's study groups in there. There's a guy, Ben. Ben's looking for a study group. Okay. So, okay. Pokey Beast. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Boom, boom. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's like almost a cup of coffee now. No, I don't even drink coffee, but it gets me a drink. Okay. Get me a beer when I go out. Okay. Yeah, so Lizette, just take a couple of days off, go back to reading. Spend the first week reading. That's the best thing you do. And if you feel down, don't. People fail all the time. It's a high fail. These things are high fail rates. And just maybe join a study group, though. I promise you they'll help. And if you don't have Achievable, get Achievable. Okay. Go to the thing is the link. For some reason, the link doesn't show up in here. Okay. If I put it in here, there you go, Eddie. That's it. Go on that go on the Facebook group. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. I think the link doesn't show, but I'm going to share screen and tell you what it's called. I don't think the whole thing will show up, but let me see if I can share screen. Yeah, I don't think you see the whole thing, right? Yeah, there it is. It's called FINRA and NASAA Exam Prep Network. That's the name. That's the easiest thing. I can try. Look, I can try this, okay? But I don't know if I go in here. Let's see if it works. If not, what I'll do is I'll put it in the comments or something. I'll put it in, let's see. See if that works on your end. Let's see if it shows up as a link that you can hit. Can it? I'm going to see if it works. Live stream, not my live stream. My live stream's still going, baby. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, nope, you can't. I don't think the links work. Okay. So if it works, good. Okay, awesome. Everyone grabbed that. Somebody told me I couldn't do it when I did it in the iPhone. Oh, maybe on their iPhone you can't do it. Oh, good. So join that group, and then Michael will usually let you in pretty quickly. Okay. Good stuff, people. Join the group. Here it is. FINRA and NASAA. Look at this. 5,400 people. So active. And I make it private. So that, and Maria has that group that she does. I don't know if she's still doing it or not, but everyone's always trying to do groups. Okay. Okay. And there's a chat for every task. It's super active. I think I looked. It's like the way I look at it. It's like I think there's like 1,500 active people. And you answer if you ask a question, may not get answers right away, but all of a sudden within a couple hours, you got everyone piping in and letting you do stuff. Okay, guys, this was awesome. We got a little over an hour in, especially with my stuff. If you guys have any more questions, throw them in the comments. I'll see if I have videos that match it up. I'll do it. And if you're a member, then I'll make a video on it. Okay. If it's a specific question, just throw it in the comments when you're done. Guys, if you think I'm helping, go throw a like and don't share it because I'm fucking leaving. But we'll go from there. Okay. NFL, there's not very few in-person. Ever since COVID, there's very few in-person study groups. You can ask around your firm. Boom, that's about it. There's very few in-person ones. There won't be. I don't think there'll be any. I mean, really, I doubt there's any in-person study groups. They're all going to be on, what do you call it? You're going to be on Zoom, which is okay because then it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Yeah, but listen, you're rocking this thing. We're going to get NFL. You're going to rock this thing. Okay. But if you go in this Facebook group, you're going to see some people that are looking for study groups and you'll get some stuff back. Okay. Everyone, my wife's going to be coming home soon. So I got to go help her get stuff in the car. I love talking to you guys. This is my Tuesday and Thursdays are my favorite night. Hopefully next Tuesday I will be able to talk better because I won't be having teeth fall in my mouth. I actually feel like if you've ever seen the movie Best in Show, Eugene Levy has these big choppers. That's what I feel like. I'm talking like this. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't hurt as long as as long as you don't feel competitive with them. It's not a bad idea. And here's the thing about the study groups are that if you know more than them, you teach them, and that helps you. That makes you learn it better. If you learn less, let them teach you. So you're all gonna have strengths, and that's where the good stuff is. But yeah, if you have a room to go in and you just study group, it's gonna be good stuff. Okay, everyone. Okay. Good night. You all have a good night. And I am. Where am I? I'm out of here, baby.